Right now, Way 31's working to learn how a registered sex offender was able to referee a game for a youth basketball rec league inside a Morgan County elementary school.
Alan Ross is his name. He's charged with violating sex offender registration restrictions. Decatur police say he was inside the school Saturday officiating that youth league game. Way 31 is tracking down who hired him and why there wasn't a background check. Matt Kroschel in the studio now with the latest on what he has uncovered. Matt?
Dan, what we know is that Ross was convicted of sexual assault of an adult woman in South Carolina in 2019. He moved to Decatur and registered with the state's sex offender database. And under Alabama law, registered sex offenders are not allowed to volunteer or take paying jobs at places that provide services to children or allowed to be within 2,000 feet of a school. Both violations here, according to Decatur police. Court documents show Ross started registering as a sex offender with Decatur police in January of 2020, but was arrested for failing to register again in March of 2020 after a grand jury indicted him. And it was an alert Decatur police detective that was at that youth game and spotted Ross in the ref uniform on the court last weekend. Morgan County Schools says they allow the Parks and Rec to use their schools for these league games. Ross wasn't employed by the schools or the Parks and Rec department, but we're told the Morgan County Community Basketball League is the ones that contracted a local company called Run and Ref Sports that has a business address listed in Madison to hire the refs for these games. I have calls into that company asking about their background check policy for people that they hire and send to ref games, but my calls have not been returned just yet. Morgan County Schools and the Parks and Rec tell me they do make sure all of their employees and volunteers go through those background checks. As for Ross, he was booked into the Morgan County Jail and had a $2,500 bond. He is out on bond now. Live in the studio, Matt Kroschel, Way 31 News.